Hello everyone, this is Mr. Tim from Mr. Tim's class. So we'll continue on our reading of excerpts and highlights from Lost Bohemia, the book written by Timothy MacDonnell. And you can also go to my YouTube companion site, and now it's called Lost Bohemia, the book. So look for that. If you see my picture, you know that you're in the right place. So we're now on chapter 5. This is 2 nights after Bill goes to the artist's lounge. It's kind of like an open mic night where people share ideas and art. Tom Granby shows up. People don't like Tom Granby. They call him the devil. We discussed that in our last video. And Bill is perplexed by this whole thing. Tom Granby makes ruckus, I guess, and it was quite an eventful night. These people are even angrier with Tom Granby. So here's chapter 5. Annette placed a fresh brew of espresso on the counter. The espresso cream looked very appetizing. I saw you at the lounge 2 nights ago. Did you like it? It was okay, I said, shrugging. That's what you said last time. She played with her hair. Yeah, I guess so. Too bad Granby showed up and ruined everything. She stopped playing with her hair and grasped a dirty saucer. He didn't seem that bad. I thought he was provoked. Provoked? Don't defend him. You don't know him. She leaned closer and whispered, Listen, that guy's terrible. He's always causing trouble. You know, he was in the brig when he was in the Marine Corps. Ben knew him. I could smell Annette's sweet scent. Maybe he was rude, but I thought he was defending himself. Someone attacked him. He didn't attack anyone. I glimpsed at the wood paneling covering the wall behind her. Annette raised her voice and possessed a wild, forlorn look in her eyes. Granby is bad, Bill. He indulged in magic, all that occult stuff. He disrespects artists, he's anti-socialist, he's callous, and he has no sympathy for the downtrodden, underprivileged people. Granby's bad. He ruined the show that night. He interrupted some great poetry. Yeah, I guess. I didn't feel like arguing right now, especially when my coffee was getting cold. And all this monk stuff is bull. He is so apathetic and uncaring. I don't believe he spent all this time in the Middle East and Tibet. He doesn't love. All right, so I'll stop right there. Some interesting ideas. It's interesting how this person became so incensed when she heard the name of Tom Granby and Bill said, hey, he was just defending himself. So very interesting. And what was interesting to me is how Bill just agreed so abruptly. She mentions a few things and Bill's like, yeah, I guess, you're right. It's interesting how we don't really stick to our convictions. We just agree with people. There he is again, going along to get along. And it's something that comes up a lot in this book, not just with Bill, but other characters. It's interesting too, he disrespects artists. From what we've seen, are these really artists? He's anti-socialist. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. It's interesting too. Magic. Well, what exactly is magic? What do you mean? These people don't know anything about magic. It's something that's different from what you believe is magic. So it's kind of interesting. And if the guy spent time in the Middle East, he probably doesn't believe in magic. Right, so something to think about. And it's interesting too, that last sentence, he doesn't love. So it's kind of like our modern religion is love. Love everything, love everyone. Don't have any absolute truths. Everything is relative. So I thought that's really interesting. And it's really a weakness in our modern world. This is actually like a postmodern book, critical of the postmodern world. And we have to think, is this really the way? Is this the meaning of life? Is this what we should seek to love? I mean, love is great, but everything should be kept in balance. And loving everything and having no convictions, no absolute truth, nothing that is objectivist leads down a very bad road, as we shall see in the novel. Okay, hopefully you can actually purchase this book from Amazon.com and see what happens to these characters and the road that we are currently on. Generally they say what you do comes back to you. And, we are a result of our actions, and maybe our society is a result of all its actions. Let me know in the comments, text or DM me, and until next time.